this problem, we are going to find the exact value of the sine of 15 degrees. First, we're going to write 15 degrees as the difference of the two special angles, either in the form of 60 degrees minus 45 degrees, or 15 degrees is 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. So you have two options to work on this problem. Let's work on the case of 60 degrees minus 45 degrees. So sine of 15 degrees is sine of the difference of 60 degrees and 45 degrees. And then this way we are going to use the sine of the difference formula. Sine A minus B is sine A times cosine B minus cosine A times sine B. In this case, the A gonna be 60 degrees and the B is 45 degrees. We're gonna use the right triangle that represent the special angle to help us find the exact values. For the 45, 45, 90 degrees triangle, you have one here, and square root 2 as a hypotenuse. For the 30 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree triangle, we have square root 3 as the base, and then 1 as the height of this triangle, and the hypotenuse is going to be 2. From the formula that we're going to use, the sine A minus B is sine A cosine B minus cosine A sine B. This case will give us sine of 60 degrees multiplied by cosine of 45 degrees minus cosine of 60 degrees multiplied by sine of 45 degrees. And then we're going to use the right triangle to get the exact value of each trig functions. Sine of 60 degrees is square root 3 over 2. Cosine of 45 degrees is 1 over square root 2. Cosine of 60 degrees is 1 over 2. And sine of 45 degrees is 1 over square root 2. And next, we are going to simplify the numbers. First, the product of square root 3 over 2 times 1 over square root 2 is square root 3 divided by 2 square root 2. And then the product of 1 over 2 and 1 over square root 2 is 1 over square root 2. 2 times square root 2, sorry. We write them in one fraction. We get 2 square root 2 as a common denominator, and the numerator is square root 3 minus 1 as the exact value of sine of 15 degrees. As you see the example in part A, which is the same value as this one, so we can say that cosine of 75 degrees equals sine of 15 degrees. Or you can think about the co-function property between cosine and sine.